mode override the button. It's really nice.
John, can you double check that we're live on YouTube?
I'm here. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, on the website too. It should be on the website. Yes. Sound check. Mike, I'm just making sure that we're live and then we'll get going here.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I saw it this morning.
What do you say, John? Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, we are live. It's on the site. If you scroll down a little bit, it's there. Okay. Good morning and welcome to the Big Give 2020 live stream headquarters. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. I'm joined here by Jerry Moore from the Nonprofit Council.
Hi.
Jerry, what's up? What's up?
I had a breakfast taco. I had a quad shot of coffee. I'm ready.
Jerry's ready. Chris Strub is ready. Our buddy John Largent is here as well from Game Day Media. John, you want to wave just hello to the camera real quick? There's John. Let's get Jerry back up here though. So Jerry, we're kicking off a very long day of live streaming here today from our Big Give headquarters. We've got some special guests who are going to join us here in just a second. What's entertaining to me is that you can hear them, but I cannot. So Christy and Bryan are going to join us here in a moment. And I'm going to let you handle the conversation with them. And I'm going to watch and enjoy because we've got 30-something more videos to go. But just a reminder, for all the nonprofits, all the potential donors that are watching, welcome. We're thrilled to have you. You can make your donations at www.thebiggivesa.org. Right now, I believe we're already over $600,000 raised. Is that?
That's true. Yeah,
That's true. We're close to $700,000 raised. And of course, a great organization that you can donate to right off the bat is going to be the Guadalupe County, the Guadalupe County Children's Advocacy Center, and they're going to join us here in just a moment. So, Jerry, I'm going to hand the reins off to you.
Okay, great.
And
to see them?
you will see them right now. Go ahead, Jerry.
Oh, hi. Hi, Christy and Bryan.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, y'all are gonna be our first guest of the morning, and as is usually the case, we do have 57 pieces of electronics. It took us a few minutes to get to you, but we will give you guys your full time, and we certainly appreciate you joining us this morning. And we're going to give you guys an opportunity to just kind of tell us about your organization and all of the amazing work that you do here.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having us. We are really appreciating this opportunity. I'm Christy Williams. I'm the Executive Director of the Guadalupe County Children's Advocacy Center, and this is Bryan Jones. He is the Vice President of our GCCAC Board of Directors. And we are joining you right now from our interview room, our forensic interview room in our Schertz satellite office, Schertz, Texas. We have two offices in Guadalupe County, one in Sabine and one in Schertz. And we work with children when there are allegations of child abuse and neglect.
Can you hear them?
We work with our partners in law enforcement, child protective services, prostitution, medical and mental health professionals alongside CASA. And our goal is to help minimize the trauma that is experienced by children through the system of trying to investigate and help them heal. And are you guys hearing us?
It's a super important process, right? I came from an organization that did
I'm hoping they're hearing it.
training, so
Are we still on?
yeah, I think so. I can see you.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the things that we need to consider when we're giving is teachers are the number one frontline reporters of child abuse. And so for the last 6 months, the incidence of child abuse has been way down, according to reporting. Obviously, that's not the case. So now that school is back in, we're going to have a huge upswing in cases. And so giving to this organization at this time is key and will be very beneficial in helping these kids process and be able to go on with their lives and get these situations resolved. So very important that we capture this moment. Please give.
Please give. I think that's a good message for today. You guys do such important work. All of the agencies, all of our nonprofits locally, but I have a particular affinity for those of you who do such incredible work for the kids that have had those unfortunate experiences. So, Chris, you good?
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, Chris is smiling. Like he says it's all good on our end. So I'm going to go ahead and trust him because I don't know.
One of our mics might not be working, so I'm going to keep talking really loud. I still cannot hear what our guests are saying, but I'm certain that I'm very certain that Christy and Bryan did a wonderful job with that interview. I can see the smiles on their faces.
They did. They love what they do, and it's important work.
And just very, very grateful to have them be part of the Big Give 2020. Bryan, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me talking? Wow. All right. Well, this is some fun. They can hear me, so that's good.
Oh, good. Well, you don't need to hear yourself as long as they can hear you. As long as they can hear you and the people out there can hear you.
So
and I can hear you.
this was if you're playing Big Give Bingo at home and you're trying to figure out what was going to go wrong with the live streams here to kick it off, we definitely want to say thank you to Christy and Bryan for joining us. So thank you guys so much and best of luck with the Big Give 2020. And we will be watching your social media channels. We've got your website and everything. Christy, did they tell their website, social media channels?
Yeah, you guys can go ahead if you want to give just a quick, give your URL or your Facebook. I'm on your page here, and you've got, I love your graphics. You've got the Pinwheels for Prevention, which is in April, right? That's the Child Abuse Awareness Month is April, and they've got a bunch of different donation levels here that you can pick, and they've got a match, which is we're providing for the agencies. So, anything else you guys would like to say before we let you get back to it?
We just want to thank you all for having us on today. What we do is super hard work, and we have a lot of really hard-working staff and MDT partners in law enforcement, child protective services, prosecution, medical, mental health professionals. And what we've been seeing over the past 6 months has been even harder than what we normally see. It's been the worst of the worst kind of cases, and we haven't had a break. And now we're about to see the onslaught of everything that hasn't been coming in over the past 6 months. So anything that can be done to support our work and our partners, we would be truly appreciative of. And we're thankful to be able to be highlighted here today. And our website that we have there is gccac.org, .net, I'm sorry, gccac.net. And we are on Facebook at Guadalupe County Children's Advocacy Center. We have a group and a page, and we'll be updating those throughout the day, going live as well. And they can see other upcoming events too.
Okay.
Great time to give. Might as well do it now.
You guys have put
Just
some great work in.
make your donation to the GCCAC, and let's get it done.
Let's get it done. All right, Christy, Bryan, thank you guys for being with us as our first guest this morning. We will do this again next year without COVID and with even more equipment.
Yeah, and I promise, guys, if we meet in real life, I won't go like this and not be able to hear what you're saying. I absolutely promise that. So as long as the internet can hear us, we're good. Christy and Bryan, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time. And Jerry, that was a great kickoff to our live stream process here.
Well, we tried.
I can hear, so I can hear you because we're sitting across from each other. Obviously, the people can see we're sitting a good social distance away. That's why we're on separate cameras. And John says he can hear me on the internet, so that's good. The guests said they can hear me.
But you can't hear the guests.
I can't hear the guests, so I was watching the body language and everything. So we've got another great live guest lined up here coming up in a couple minutes. The Guide Dogs of Texas.
Yeah, they're great. They have been very active participants in Big Give pretty much since I joined this organization. We've got some pictures of them when we were on the bus and we were downtown. They came down to the square and had their dogs with them. And got some fun pictures with the dogs on the bus and all of that. Do we want to try to repair your headphones?
I might steal one of your AirPods once we
Can't have it.
once we sanitize. Or we could just do it this way all day, which would be, well, at least for the remainder of this hour, because I can't shut down the stream and then come back. But what you can see here is we do have some great guests lined up in this hour. Incarnate Word High School. Then we've got the ever-popular San Antonio Humane Society. If there's one thing I've learned about giving days around the country, Jerry, it's that people love humane societies.
They do. Well, they love animals.
People love animals.
They love animals.
People love animals.
They love people too, but animals are definitely something that they like.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to throw it to our favorite little segue here. I don't know if you've even seen this yet, Jerry. We're going to try and
I haven't. You're just doing
fix
stuff
the.
behind my back.
I made a segue here. Well, we can show the. We'll show the segue and we'll be back in a couple minutes. So stay with us. In the meantime, you can go like our Facebook page, facebook.com/BigGiveSA. We've also got the Instagram page set up. Where is that here? It's somewhere. It's
somewhere.
thebiggivesa.org is the website where you can donate. And of course on Twitter is BigGiveSA. So we'll be back at 8:20 Central with Guide Dogs of Texas. We'll be right back.
Hi, Allie.
Yes, I can. Can you hear me okay?
We've got you scheduled in about 5
Guide dogs of Texas. Yeah. Oh, hello.
Allie, can you say something? You can hear on the computer.
Yeah.
That's fine. Just do it that
Yeah,
way.
we'll just do it that way.
Do it this way. Okay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to our Big Give 2020 live stream extravaganza. First few streams of the day, Jerry, always going to be some sort of hiccups getting the audio straightened out as we're bringing in all the guests and stuff. The fun part is we have like 800 more guests to go through the rest
That's
of the
right.
day.
Only 57 more days, and by the time we get to day 56, I guarantee we will have almost everything working.
Yes.
Right?
By the time we reach the Big Give 2055, Chris Strub will have figured out the audio issues here in the studio. So if you watched our first interview, you saw I was having a little bit of trouble hearing the guests. That may continue to be the case here with our pal Ali Espinoza, who I'm going to bring in here. So Ali, it is wonderful to meet you. Can you hear me, Ali?
I can hear you.
Good, and I can hear Alex. So
She said, yes, I can. Okay. Well, Ali, thanks for joining us. Why don't you tell us all about the Guide Dogs of Texas?
So Guide Dogs of Texas is a nonprofit organization. We're the only guide dog school of our kind in Texas. So we provide guide dogs to Texans who are visually impaired, and we provide them at a cost of $1. And what sets us aside from so many other guide dog schools is that whenever cost is a really big deal for our clients, whenever they use their guide dogs, whenever they actually start working with them and learning on their roots. And so we actually travel to our clients, so we'll go stay in Houston for a whole month. We actually have a team in Houston right now that's working on class, and then we'll travel to Austin or Dallas, El Paso, wherever we need to go to, wherever the client is.
wow.
So that way we don't disrupt their daily life, and we work around their schedule as much as possible. It can be kind of jarring if they have to travel to a new state and learn their skills with their dog there, and then travel home by themselves without any physical support. So that we try to make that transition as successful as possible and set the team up for success.
Very cool. So did the dogs get? Do you have like an air conditioned, like super sweet moving vehicle for the dogs? Do they?
Oh, we did. Maybe sometimes.
Well, you guys, we've got a good history with you as far as participating in Big Give. I don't know if you could hear before, but I was telling Chris how you guys were downtown with us, and you've been at a bunch of different events, and so not only are you doing great work as an agency for your mission, but you're also doing a great job of being part of the nonprofit community and participating in stuff going around town. So you you probably pretty much just constantly exhausted.
We are, and actually we're getting into our busiest time of year. We're going to start traveling across the state for our CSP campaign. It's where we go travel to government organizations, and they have the opportunity to donate to nonprofits. So the staff here we're a staff of 12, so we travel everywhere where we go, and try to get more donations. So we're very active within the San Antonio, especially since our main office is here. But as a state in a whole.
Well, you do a great job, and at the end of the day, you still get to say that you spent the day with dogs. So there's a lot worse things that.
It 100%, and they're still cute. It's so amazing watching them go from very puppy, because we really raise and train our guide dogs here on site. So we see them from whenever they're newborns. We actually have a TV litter that was just born back in August. So they're about 5 or 6 weeks old now. Yeah, they're like a month and 10 days. So it's interesting to see that their transition from puppies to actual working human guide dogs. It's amazing to see. And there's like several processes. So they go from puppies, and they're in our nursery for about 8 weeks, and then they go to their puppy raisers. And our puppy raisers are like our awesome volunteers that are 24/7 volunteers, because they're like caring for our dogs, giving them the confidence they need to be successful guide dogs. They're building the building blocks for our advanced training CDMI apprentices and instructors, our guide dog mobility instructors, to actually train the guide dog. Who teach them the skills, like the stopping at the curb, alerting if there's an obstacle in the way. So,
well, yeah. I mean, you want to stop at the curb if there's a car coming.
Yes.
That's important. It's an important function, right?
Yeah.
There's just a lot that goes into that. We have a couple of puppies at home, and we've had them for 2 years, and I'm just barely getting to the point where I can get them to lay down for, if I bribe them with their favorite treat. So I have great appreciation for the amount of work that it goes into to train these animals, and how important it is and what an important function they serve. So we are going to say thank you so much for joining us. We're going to move on to our next guest.
Yeah.
You folks are, I'm on your page, you're up to almost $2,000 so far, so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Folks, guide dogs in Texas, you can search them at biggivesa.org. You can donate to this fabulous organization, and we wish you the best luck with the rest of the day, and we will plan on seeing you at another event soon.
Yes, fingers crossed.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. You have a great day.
So Jerry, great job with Allie. That was fantastic.
Thanks.
I'm loving the lip reading aspect of the job here. I'm sure Allie was wonderful. So make sure that you guys watching at home go support the Guide Dogs of Texas. We will be right back in a moment with the Incarnate Word. My printed out schedule is, of course, on the other side of the table. Incarnate Word High School. So I'm going to, we'll be right back with Incarnate Word High School. And for the moment, enjoy this lovely pepper dance.
Yes, love it. No, back where you were is perfect. Yeah, that's good.
Back where she was is perfect. Speaking of back where we are, Jerry, we're back.
Yes, we are.
On YouTube here on thebiggivesa.org. My name is Chris Strub, the Giving Day guy. We've got a very special guest. Her name is Marissa. She's going to join us here in just a moment from Incarnate Word High School. Jerry, I am continuing to have some minor audio issues in my ear, so I'm going to throw things over to you and our new pal, Marissa. Marissa, it's great to meet you. I don't know if you can hear me very well, but you are on thebiggivesa.org live. Welcome. Take it away, Jerry.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to give you kind of a minute to chat about your organization there. You folks do an amazing job of educating our youth, and I was just on your page, kind of checking out your levels, and it looks like you are over $5,000 already, so that's super impressive. Congratulations. Wow.
To prepare young women to be the leaders of tomorrow. So while we have a 140-year legacy, now we're looking to the future. So today we are here to raise money. As we know, especially with all the things pandemic, it's drastically changed education as we know it. So actually, if you can see in the background here, for our last fundraiser, we raised for these smart boards. But then, as we know, our students are having to distance learn right now. So what we're raising for today is actually some cameras so that we can make the interactive learning experience right there from home, so that the student can be in the classroom or at home and still be able to see the virtual learning experience. Because our number one goal right now for technology and Incarnate Word is to prepare students for jobs that don't exist, using technology that hasn't been invented, to solve problems that aren't even problems yet.
Wow. Yeah, that's, I mean, you want to talk about a timely thing to be raising money for, right? Everybody's, I mean, we're all doing the same thing. We're kind of remote here. I mean, we're in the same atrium together, but so many kids are learning a whole new way to learn. And you can't really do that without technology. So I think that's a fabulous thing. Let's take a look at the page here. A couple of different levels that you can give at. You've got some matching dollars that are available, and you've got some very excited students that want to continue learning, and they want to do it with the best equipment possible. So I'm certainly going to give to this page.
Oh, thank you so much. We really appreciate your support. And one thing she's fabulous. Her name is Emily Trollinger. At 3 o'clock, she's going to go live on our Facebook page to give you guys a virtual tour of all things Incarnate Word. So if you're free at that time, I highly suggest that you check it out. It's going to be a great inside look at what goes on behind the scenes here at Incarnate Word.
Okay, and Incarnate Word High School on Facebook is at Incarnate Word High School.
Yes, sir.
So well done grabbing that name.
That's what you get when you're around for 140 years. You get a lot of dibs.
That's a fair advantage. Anybody else? You were here quite a bit in advance of Facebook, so you got that one.
Hopefully we'll be here for the next 140 years with the help of our community.
I'm sure you will. Y'all are doing a great job. Thank you. Thank you so much for being with us. Folks, you can go to thebiggivesa.org and you can search Incarnate Word High School, and you can help them buy some technology to help their students continue to learn and have, the best possible experience in these unusual circumstances.
Thank you, Jerry, so much. I appreciate your time this morning.
Okay, thank you. Best of luck.
Melissa, thank you again for weathering the unusual circumstances with us. I know I have had some issues hearing you, but I think you can hear me. So we're doing the best that we can to make this work. Best of luck with your good year. Jerry, great job again. You're MVP right now.
I'm working on it.
We will be about another little pepper dance.
Yeah, let's do it. I love the pepper dance.
I think I'm off. Okay. All right.
Okay, so Chris, I think what I want to do until we get this resolved is I'm going to disconnect these from there, and since I'm in the room here, I'm just going to use my headphones to So can you go into your Bluetooth and because these won't disconnect from you for some reason.
You should be able to connect.